The Brave Gladiators' victory over South Africa in the final may have looked sudden, but for many in Namibian football, it was the result of years of persistence. 20 years after Namibia lost to South Africa in the 2006 final, the Gladiators returned to the same stage with the goal of rewriting history. Under head coach Lucky Kakuva, the team entered the tournament with limited preparation time. The technical team focused on building belief and clarity within the squad.
We basically only had 3 days. And from the 3 days, first day we trained, second day, we only had a morning session, and then afternoon we couldn't because the girls need to go and prepare because logistically the next day we were flying. But I think I had an opportunity, a theoretical session to inform the girls there at the NFA in a classroom setup, in a conference room setup as to what I expect from them.
Captain Lovisa Mulunga said the squad carried a sense of purpose to finally bring the title home.
There was more teamwork. Yes, teamwork was there in previous teams with the previous players that I've played with, but I just feel like the bond this time around was very much solidified, and because of, again, that end goal and that hunger and that will to wanting to win this COSAFA championship, because I felt like everybody saw it like there's a high possibility that we might get this one.
Veterans of women's football say this achievement began long before 2026. Pioneers of the game say the title is the result of years of groundwork by earlier generations who built structures that help shape the current team.
This record has been standing for 20 years, and it's just so funny that it happened in a similar fashion, that we had to play Zambia, we had to beat Zambia, and then the final we have to play South Africa.
If we can have just the necessary preparations, maybe by now we could have been the second time that we are winning this one. But everything had its time, and it was the right timing. Because remember, these players came from 2014. Most of them come from when we hosted AFCON 2014.
Former Brave Gladiator Salome Iyambo said the growth of women's football in Namibia relied on volunteer-driven regional leagues and grassroots structures, often with little funding. Meanwhile, former coach Woody Jacobs said the next step is expanding development opportunities across the country.
They were run by volunteers, people who never got paid to do anything, people who never received funding. I ran this league for 3 years without any funding. Only 2 seasons we had UNICEF funding, because all other fundings were going to those regions that really could not handle it, and not all communities had. So that development phase really paved a way. It took dedication from individuals who sacrificed their time, their resources and energy to groom these young kids.
If we now expose where we can also have youth leagues in Msati, in Oshikuku, in Nana, in Nkurunkuru, in Divundu, in Katima Malilo, in Karasburg, and wherever, in Gibeon, and we can go across the country and get this talent and nurture them so that they can one day play for the Gladiators and the Warriors. It will only benefit our country. So we need sponsors to come on board.
For many, the Brave Gladiators' victory is a reminder that years of work, patience and investment in women's football can produce results. Michelle Shapange, NBC Sport, Windhoek.